Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and I just found the new definition of sexy. The gameplay footage you are looking at is the Sniper Elite V2 demo for the PC. The demo is also available for the Xbox 360 and PS3, and I have to say, I just downloaded this demo for the hell of it to see what it's like. I am so glad that I did. I must have played through this demo about 7 times already. The gameplay is addicting. I love the slow-mo where the bullet actually flies into the person. It has X-ray vision, so you can see where the bullet hits, so if you shoot him in the skull, you see their skull crack. Great controls with both mouse and keyboard and gamepad. I tried them both with my Xbox 360 controller and the mouse and keyboard. Very interesting take on a first-person / third-person shooter. The demo is fun as hell. I'm probably going to pick this up tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see how the full game is, but I'm addicted to this demo. I can't stop playing it. If you want to give it a shot yourself, like I said, the demo is available for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. So if you like what you see, I strongly recommend you go check it out. So on to today's topic, and man, it is a grim one. All I keep hearing about the next-gen consoles is bad news, man, across the board. According to Mike Olson, an analyst from Piper Jaffray, all next-gen consoles are going to sell a fraction of what the current generation sold. Damn, ouch. Here's what he has to say. The next generation Xbox, or Xbox 720 as it's being called right now, is being dubbed by Piper Jaffray to be the Xbox 540 because they expect it to be only an incremental improvement, not a quantum leap over the Xbox 360. That part I agree with. The report from Piper Jaffray says the 720 won't arrive until 2014. I predicted that. In the first 14 months of the Xbox 360's life, between November 2005 and January 2007, it managed to sell a worldwide install base of 10.3 million units. According to Piper Jaffray's mid-case scenario of 55% success against the last generation, the new machine will get to 5.6 million units by the end of 2015. Ouch. And it's not looking too much better for the PS4. Sony's machine, also known as Orbis, will arrive at the end of 2013, says Olson. PlayStation 3, when it launched in late 2006, sold 10.4 million units in the first 14 months. The new machine is expected to sell at 50% of that level, managing only 5.4 million units by the end of 2014. And the bleakest outlook that Piper Jaffray has is for the Wii U. The original Wii sold 20 million units between the end of 2006 and the beginning of 2008. The Wii U is predicted to sell only 7 million units between its expected launch at the end of this year through the 2013 holiday season. That's well below 50% of what the original Wii sold in the same amount of time. And why are they painting such a bleak picture for next generation consoles? Because they think that casual games on tablets and smartphones are going to take over. And do you want to know what I think of Mike Olson for predicting that's the main reason why next generation consoles will fail? I think he's a flaming idiot. Now, I know a lot of people are going to call me out and bring up that video I made a while back where I agreed with Tim Sweeney from Epic Games when he predicted that tablets and smartphones are going to be the main way to game in about 10 years. Yeah, I did agree with him, but what I meant is when a tablet will have the same amount of computing power as a gaming PC. So a tablet, a year 2022 tablet, and a year 2022 gaming PC are on the same plane in terms of performance. So when you have a tablet, all you have to do is hook up a controller via Bluetooth, hook up the tablet to your flat screen HD TV via HDMI, and play Call of Duty at 1080p at 60 frames per second the way it was meant to be played. I didn't say that people were going to stop playing Skyrim to play Cut the Rope on their Android phone. That's ridiculous. I know where Piper Jaffray, some people call it, whatever, tomato. I know where they're getting this prediction from. I know where they're getting these numbers from. They're looking at the original Wii and how a lot of casual gamers or people who weren't gamers at all ran to stores to pick up that console. I saw it firsthand myself. I remember people seeing my little brother play it and say, ooh, look, you get to swing a controller around like an idiot. I'm going to pick this up right away and play for 5 minutes and never touch it again. There were tons of people that bought that console who weren't gamers just for the gimmick, okay? They just bought it for the gimmick, and once they got over it, the system collected dust and they moved on. That's why the original Wii had such a huge install base. There's a lot of people who own the Wii and love it. I'm not knocking the Wii, but there were also a lot of people who bought it for the gimmick. It was an impulse buy. They weren't really gamers, and once they got over the gimmick, they moved on. And most of them moved on to smartphones and tablets. Those people who bought the Wii on impulse and didn't really game back then are the people now who play Cut the Rope and Words with Friends in Farmville. But not a single person that I know stopped playing games like Halo, Skyrim, Call of Duty, and Gears of War because they now have a smartphone or an iPad and are now playing casual games on it. Those are two totally different markets with two totally different types of consumer. Okay, I want a virtual show of hands out there. How many people stop playing their PlayStation 3, their Xbox 360, their Wii, or their PC to just play casual games on their phone? To play Cut the Rope, to play Angry Birds, to play Farmville. Yeah, no one raised their hands, right? Exactly. What these number crunching idiots don't realize is that just because games on a cell phone and games on a console are both considered video games doesn't mean that people don't play different types of video games. So they're just lumping all of these different genres of video games into one category and saying, oh, games on cell phones and tablets are getting popular, so I guess people are going to play those instead. Think a little bit. Think. Use common sense. Don't just crunch numbers on a calculator or a computer. Think. That's like, let's say, for example, bicycle sales surge this summer. People go buy bicycles like crazy, and then analysts say, oh, because people are buying bicycles, they're going to stop driving their cars to work, even if they have an hour-and-a-half commute. Would that make sense? No. But according to them, they would be like, oh, they both have wheels on them, so I guess that's what's going to happen. Car sales are going to go down, and people are going to start selling their cars they own because they want to get bicycles. Or let's say next year comedy movies surge in popularity. Every comedy movie that's released is extremely popular in theaters. People go in droves to see them. And because of that, analysts say, drama and action movies, no one's ever going to want to see them again. They may as well stop producing them because everyone loves comedies. Would that make sense to you? Absolutely not. It would sound ridiculous. So why is that same retarded logic being applied to the gaming industry? I could tell you why. Because people who are totally detached from it, who have no idea how the industry runs, are trying to predict the future of it. And that also makes absolutely no sense to me. So what's your take on this story? Do you think there's any validity to this analyst's claim that casual games will take over the hardcore gaming market? Or do you think it's absolutely ridiculous that everyone's just going to jump over to the casual camp and stop playing AAA games? Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting news story you'd like me to discuss, private message me either on YouTube or G2PO, and if I use your article, I will give you a shout out in the video and put a link to your channel in the description.